You know that feeling? You reach across a table, maybe to pour a cup of tea or to hold someone's hand, and you catch a glimpse of the skin on your arm. And it doesn't look the way it used to. It has a quality to it now, a fineness, like a thin silk sleeve that has lost its body, like it has been folded and refolded so many times that the fibers have simply loosened. That texture has a name. We call it crepey skin. And I want to talk to you about it today, not to alarm you, and certainly not to sell you anything, but because you deserve to understand exactly what is happening inside your skin at a biological level. Because when you understand it, you stop being afraid of it, and you stop wasting money trying to fix it the wrong way. So let us talk honestly, just us. I want you to imagine your skin as a mattress, a very well-made mattress. On the outside is the fabric, that is your epidermis, the top layer of skin we can see. But the reason a good mattress feels firm and full is not because of the fabric on the outside, it is because of what is inside, the springs, the padding, the structure that gives it its shape and bounce. In your skin, that interior structure is called the dermis, and the dermis is held together by a remarkable system: collagen fibers that give your skin its strength, elastin fibers that give it its snap and bounce, and a group of molecules that most people have never heard of called glycosaminoglycans. We call them GAGs for short. Now, GAGs are absolutely critical, and almost nobody talks about them. You have probably heard about collagen loss, you have probably heard about elastin, but GAGs are the unsung heroes of skin structure. They are essentially the water-holding molecules inside your dermis. They act like tiny sponges, pulling water into the skin from the inside and keeping the tissue plump, dense, and full. The most famous GAG is hyaluronic acid, which you may have seen on skincare labels. But hyaluronic acid is just one of many. There's also chondroitin sulfate, dermatan sulfate, and heparin sulfate, all working together inside your dermis to maintain what scientists call the extracellular matrix. Think of the extracellular matrix as the scaffolding of your skin, the invisible framework that holds everything in shape. After 50 and accelerating after 60, your body begins to produce significantly less of these GAGs, less hyaluronic acid, less chondroitin, less of everything that keeps the internal scaffolding full and hydrated. The mattress springs begin to weaken, the padding thins out, and the fabric on the outside, your visible skin, begins to crinkle and fold because there is simply less structure underneath it to hold it taut. That is what crepey skin is. It is not a surface problem. It is a structural problem, and that distinction matters enormously because it completely changes how we approach fixing it. Now, here is something I need to explain carefully because most content online confuses these two things completely. There is a difference between skin that is dehydrated and skin that has undergone atrophy. Dehydration is a temporary condition. It means your skin cells do not currently have enough water in them. This can happen at any age. You drink more water, you use the right moisturizer, and within days your skin looks more plump and smooth. Dehydration is fixable quickly because it is a water problem, not a structural one. Atrophy is different. Atrophy means the actual tissue itself has thinned. The dermis, that interior mattress we talked about, has physically lost mass. It has fewer cells, fewer fibers, less GAG content, less collagen. The skin is genuinely thinner than it was 10 years ago, not just drier, thinner. Crepey skin on the arms is almost always a combination of both, some dehydration sitting on top of real structural atrophy underneath. And this is why so many women feel frustrated. They moisturize faithfully every single day, and still the crepe texture remains. It is because they are addressing the dehydration, the surface, but the atrophy underneath is not being touched. Now listen closely, because the brands do not want you to hear this part. There is an entire category of products, neck creams, arm-firming creams, body lifting serums, that are priced between $60 and $200. And I want to be very direct with you about what most of them actually are. They are approximately $2 worth of glycerin and water in a very expensive jar. I say that not to be unkind to the brands, but because you deserve the truth. Glycerin is a humectant. It draws water from the air into your skin. It is a wonderful ingredient, but it costs almost nothing to manufacture. When a brand puts glycerin, water, a little fragrance, and a touch of shea butter into a jar and charges you $120, they are not charging you for the ingredients. They are charging you for the packaging, the marketing, the celebrity endorsement, and the hope that the beautiful jar contains a miracle. It does not contain a miracle. No topical cream can rebuild your dermis from the outside. No cream can replace lost GAGs. No jar on a shelf can reverse structural atrophy. The skin's dermis sits too deep for topical ingredients to reach and rebuild it. What topical products can do, and do genuinely well when formulated correctly, is improve the hydration of the upper layers of skin, support the skin barrier, and stimulate some surface-level cell turnover. That is real, and that is meaningful. But it requires the right ingredients at the right concentrations, not a pretty jar with a French name. So what actually works? Here is a simple 3-step protocol built entirely on ingredients that have genuine science behind them. Every single one of these is affordable, none of them require a prescription, and used consistently being the word that matters most, they will make a visible difference to the texture of crepey skin on your arms. Step 1. Exfoliate with lactic acid twice a week. Lactic acid is an alpha-hydroxy acid, an AHA. It gently dissolves the bonds between dead skin cells on the surface of your arms, encouraging them to shed and revealing the fresher skin underneath. But lactic acid does something uniquely important beyond simple exfoliation. It is also a humectant, meaning it draws water into your skin as it works. It is the gentlest of all the AHAs, which makes it ideal for mature skin that is already thin and sensitive. Look for a lactic acid body lotion at 5 to 10% concentration. Amlactin is one of the most well-known and widely available options. It costs around $12 to $15 and is available in most pharmacies. Use it on your arms 2 evenings a week. Not every day. Twice a week is sufficient and prevents overexfoliation on already delicate skin. Step 2. Hydrate with layered glycerin. On the evenings you are not using lactic acid, and every morning, apply a glycerin-based moisturizer to damp skin. The damp skin part is critical. Glycerin works by pulling moisture from its surroundings into the skin. When you apply it to damp skin, it has an immediate source of water to draw from and locks it into the upper layers of the epidermis. Pure glycerin is available for under $5 at most pharmacies. You can mix a few drops into any basic unscented body lotion, or look for a moisturizer that lists glycerin in the first 5 ingredients on the label. That tells you it is present in a meaningful concentration, not just a token amount. Step 3. Seal with an occlusive. An occlusive is an ingredient that forms a physical barrier on the surface of your skin, preventing the water you just applied from evaporating. This is called preventing transepidermal water loss, or TWOL, and it is one of the most important yet most overlooked steps in any mature skincare routine. The most effective and affordable occlusive available is plain petroleum jelly, also known as Vaseline. I know. It sounds too simple, it sounds too cheap, but the science on petroleum jelly as a skin barrier protector is among the most robust in all of dermatology. A thin layer applied over your glycerin moisturizer on your arms before bed will dramatically reduce water loss overnight and wake up noticeably softer by morning. If petroleum jelly feels too heavy, alternatives include shea butter, squalane oil, or a product called Aquaphor, which combines petroleum jelly with other skin-supporting ingredients. All of these are available for under $10. 3 steps: lactic acid, glycerin, occlusive. The total cost of this entire protocol is likely under $30, and it is built on the same fundamental science that informs clinical dermatology. Not marketing language, not beautiful packaging, not hope. Before we close, I want to say something that has nothing to do with ingredients or protocols. The skin on your arms has carried you. It has held children. It has worked. It has embraced people you love. The fact that it shows the marks of a life lived fully is not a flaw in you. It is evidence of you. We care for our skin not because our worth is tied to its texture, but because our bodies are worth stewarding well. There is a quiet dignity in taking care of yourself with wisdom and intention, not out of fear, not out of vanity, but out of a deep respect for the vessel you've been given. Ponder the path of your feet. Take the next right step. Not the expensive step, not the complicated step, just the honest, consistent, science-backed step. To summarize what we covered today, crepey skin on the arms is a structural issue caused by the loss of GAGs, collagen, and elastin in the dermis over time. It is worsened by surface dehydration. It cannot be reversed by expensive creams that do not contain the right active ingredients at meaningful concentrations. What it can be visibly improved by is a simple, consistent, 3-step protocol. Lactic acid to exfoliate and stimulate, glycerin on damp skin to hydrate, and an occlusive to seal and protect. All available for under $30, all backed by real science. If this was helpful to you today, if it saved you from spending money on something that would not have worked, then we have done what we came here to do. We will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. You are worth it.